If I'm all about the vision for the business and I really want to know what it is that you want for your business to determine your success, then why is it that I care so goddamn much about what it is that you sell? Well, that's because my name's Sarah Bryson and I am a CFO for business owners wanting clarity, control, and killer cash flow. And we can only achieve all three of those if we know what you sell. I have to really understand your business and what you sell, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You can have the same vision, but a completely different business. So we'll give an example. Let's talk about Bob Boberson. And he has a factory where he makes bobbleheads. Awesome, cool beans. And you know what Bob wants? Bob wants to be able to empower his team members. He wants to give them benefits, make it a great working environment. He wants to be able to pay off his house, have his kids go to college without taking on debt, and spend more time with his family. And then I'm going to talk to Sally Seashell. And Sally runs a concierge medical practice. You know what Sally wants? She wants to empower her team members. She wants to be able to pay for their benefits, give them great wages. She wants to be able to pay off her mortgage, have her kids go to college without taking on debt, and spend more time with her family. So when we're looking at the vision that they both have for their businesses, it's really the same, but they're selling two totally different things. Bob's got a factory and he's making products. Sally has a medical practice and she's selling her service. So the levers that we're going to pull and what I'm going to be looking at in the business's numbers to determine, hey, where is this operating well? Where should we make our tweaks? Totally different, because we're looking at different creatures. You know, if I'm talking to someone who has a fish, I'm not going to say, hey, you should feed that the same thing you feed a horse. You can, it's just not going to work out that well, right? So as much as I love vision, all about it, all day, every day, I also have to know the nitty gritty of what you sell. And so I spend a lot of time talking to people about their product and their services. What do you sell? What are you thinking about selling? How is that going to impact your bottom line? And when you are looking at your business, you need to do the same thing. You really need to take a look at what are the components of my business, of what I sell, because that allows you to figure out, who do you sell it to? How often should you sell this item? For example, if you have a pet food company, and what would be a really great way to tell if you are doing a good job with your pet food company? Well, hey, do we have people doing auto orders? Because guess what? Pets need a constant supply of food. Are people doing auto orders? Are they ordering from us regularly and reliably? How often? In what amounts? What are our costs to produce this? Who are we going to market to? Where are we going to find them? All of those things make sense for the pet food company in a different way than, say, you were running a decking company. If you build custom decks, you're probably not expecting someone to put those on an auto order and get a new deck every 30 or 60 days, right? So really pay attention to what it is that you sell, as well as your vision. Let the vision be the guiding force behind what it is that you want this business to be providing to you. But this should be a byproduct of a business that really understands what it sells, is selling it in the way that makes sense for that business, is pulling the right levers in the right places at the right times to make sure that it can support the vision for the business and the life that the owner wants. And if you are finding that things are not necessarily connecting for you, it might be something in there with your products and services. I find there are a lot of issues that are surprisingly hidden specifically in what you sell, and it just not matching up with the strategy that you're employing in your business. So if you'd like, I've got a free download down in the comment box. Check it out. 10 things every CEO must be able to answer about their business. If you can't answer them, you're going to start figuring out some of those tweaks that you need to make in your business so that your products and services are moving and grooving and you're selling in the way that you should be, and not the way that's going to be counterintuitive to your business. And when you're doing things that are in alignment with what your business is, you're watering that seed the right way, you're pruning it in just the right places, you will naturally have a business that will start to support your vision. Thank you so much for joining me. Go forth and profit, everybody.